Hi everyone, this is Yo-Yo Wu. How are you today? This is Yo-Yo Wu from China, CRI Learn Chinese, and so today we're going to talk about the first festival in 2021, which is Yuandan, which means the first day of the new year. So what have you done on the first day of the new year and also the New Year's Eve? Feel free to let me know in the comments part. You can also follow me on Facebook. Search for YOYOWU on Facebook, or you can directly click the blue or bold name in the caption part. So today we're going to talk about the first festival, which we call it Yuandan. Yuandan. It is also the first national holiday. So in China, we also talk about this because we have the first holiday, and it is starting from January the 1st till January the 3rd. 那么首先呢，我们在今年新年第一个假期就是1月1号到1月3号，1月1号到1月3号 ，and we call it 元旦。Do you know why we call it in this way in Chinese? That was because 元 which means so usually we call it with the first character 元, it means the head, or first, or dan with the sun character and then plus a line, 元旦 means so that means the day. So first day means 元旦 or 首日 So it is the first day of the new year. It's the first day of the new year. What have you done? How did you celebrate your new year? Feel free to let me know in the comments part. And right now, let me double check about the comments. Also today, I'll chat with you about a lot of stories. Especially this time, you can see the beautiful background today, thanks to my cameraman. And also, we will be talking about some stories related to the new year and to the first month. First of all, probably I will need to show you that there has been something going on during the first holiday, Yuandan. I had a new haircut, a new hairstyle. That was because I want to do it before the first lunar month. 我希望在第一个阴历的正月之前理发。And do you know why? And so there will be less people in the barber or hair salon in China. Do you know why is that? The reason is we respect our uncles. If you have the uncles in China, there's a story about that. So in the past, when we talk about there's a slang or there's a sentence in China, we call it 正月剃头方舅舅, which means if you cut your hair in the first lunar month, you're cursing your uncle, which is your mother's brothers. So that is very bad. So that is why people have this kind of tradition, if you believe it, but it is just a folktale. But actually, there's a long story behind that. It is not really for cursing your uncle, but it has the similar pronunciation with 思旧. It is not 死旧, but 思旧, which means you're commemorating the past, or you're trying to remember what has happened in the past. 思旧. So why is that? That was because, you know, in the past history, in the Chinese history, so most people know the minorities such as Man, and the majority like Han, different people, 民族. So during the past, when Man first they have been in the ruling position, and they're trying to make those people who come from the Han, they're trying to make them cut their hair. And then with this kind of tradition later on, most Han people would like to keep their own tradition and try to be rebellions. One of their rebellion was that they would not cut their hair in the first lunar month. 正月不剃发作为思旧的标志之一。Thus, for those people with the traditional and with the developmental history, more people would not cut their hair in the first lunar month as a symbol to remember the past. the past. 思旧, 思旧. But with more misinterpretation and representation, 有一些误传，那么一代传一代之后呢，我们把它理解成死旧。But in fact, it was 思旧, 思旧, which means remember the past. 思念就是思念, 思念. But right now, we'll remember it as 死旧. So it will curse your ankle, make your ankle die. So that is why we just make it as a joke that most people will not cut their hair in the first lunar month for, respecting your ankle. So that's the story. And right now I'm seeing a lot more new comments. Thank you so much for watching. And if you just tuned in, this is Yo Wu broadcasting live right here from Sierra Island Chinese. We're going to talk about what have you done for the first festival of this year, which is the New Year and New Year's Eve. Feel free to let me know in the comments part. And just now we have talked about more about the tradition for the first lunar month, 阴历 or 农历, 阴历 or 农历. Right now I see a lot more new comments. So if you're wondering what we would like to do for the first festival, feel free to let me know in the comments part. And just now we talk about the first little tradition for the first lunar month. And also during this 3 days, I've also cut my hair and tidied my room. So there will be a lot more interesting videos coming up later in January, because we would like to show you what do we do for the spring festival. And before the spring festival, what is the preparation? Let me know in the comments part what is you're most interested in. What are those things that you are interested in? Right now I'm seeing a lot more new comments. Thank you so much and Happy New Year. And this is the first day for my working day. Let me know what is your interest. So today we had a whole new group of setting right here, the lights in the audio room. And also today we would like to share with you a lot more tradition. And just now we have also talked about the 2 characters for the first day of the new year. 元旦, 元旦. 元 means head or 手. 旦 means 日. So 元旦 means 首日. 首日, or the first day of the new year. The first day of the new year. Feel free to let me know what you are interested in. And also today we talk about the first working day. The first working day. So actually this is the first working day, January 4th. And for the US time, a lot of people are still sleeping for the Sunday evening. The Sunday evening right now. I'm seeing a lot more new comments. Thank you. Carly says, hey, and Shireen says, 悠悠老师新年快乐, Happy New Year. What is your New Year wish? Feel free to let me know. And what have you done on the first day of the New Year 2021? Feel free to let me know in the comments part. Thingley Jerlax is leaving a comment. Thank you. And 新年快乐, which means Happy New Year. Happy New Year. 新年快乐. Kumar says, I love you, China. 我喜欢你中国, 谢谢. And right now, Christine says, oh my God, I was planning to cut my hair tomorrow. You just saved my ankle. Well, actually, there's a difference because, what I just talked about, it was for the China's lunar month, which will not start until February, which is February the 12th. 所以呢，正月是中国的农历，它会在2月12号的时候是大年初一，也就是正月初一。You can cut your hair probably before, I would say, for the safety issues, you can cut your hair before February the 11th. And after February the 11th, it will enter China's lunar month, the first lunar month. So Christine Castillo, you're totally safe. Your ankle is safe before February you can cut your hair before February the 11th. And then Mohammed says 新年快乐. Koi says 思旧. Yes, but that 旧 means the past time. 旧时间 or you can say 怀旧. 思旧. But that is not the ankle character. It means the past. I will reply to you right here. So it means 思旧 旧时光的旧，旧时光的旧。Right now, yeah, I just replied it. So Muhammad says hi, and 17 other people are watching. Thank you. And Thingley is saying love you. Thank you so much. And Koi says 新年快乐，新年快乐. Muhammad says Happy New Year. So do you know how to say Happy New Year in Chinese? 新年快乐，新年快乐. So 新年 New Year 新 New 年 Year 新年 New Year New Year and 快乐 Happy 快乐 Happy. Doofy says 思就是北方词吗? So actually because this started in Beijing, probably it is started in Beijing in the northern part of China, and a lot of people are also wondering if that 旧思旧means 旧日的、往日的、过去的 is not an uncle, but 思旧 means remembering the past or commemorating the past. And Miranda says 新年快乐，谢谢。And Doofy says 思旧啊，你用的是繁体字是这个意思。So if you're wondering what we are talking about right now, if you just tuned in, this is Yo will bring to you live talking about the China's New Year, the New Year or the first day of 2021. What have you done on the 2021? Feel free to let me know in the comments part. So what have you done on the first day of the new year? Ochigarma says 你好，新年快乐. Yes, it is just like that. And Muhammad says, when is the Chinese New Year? 那么中国的新年是什么时候呢？中国的新年我们通常指的是农历的新年 or 阴历的新年 which falls on February the 12th, or we call it the most important day is the New Year Eve, 是除夕 So which falls on February the 11th, 在2月11号是除夕夜. And then on the first day of China's New Year or China's Lunar New Year, it is February the 12th, 是2月12号，是阴历的大年初一。And Xian says hello, and Astra says wish you a happy New Year, Yo-Yo. Oh, thank you so much. And you can also practice to say it in Chinese. 新年快乐，新年快乐. And Abdul says 你好，新年快乐。是的，新年快到了。It's coming soon. So I would directly reply it here. It is 快乐。So the happy 快乐。I would just reply to you here. The last word is 乐。which means smile or laugh. 新年快乐. There you go. So Abdul, 新年快乐. And Muhammad says February the 11th and 12th. Oh, there you go. Someone finally answered my question. So what have you done for the first day of the new year? Miranda John says, 第一天2020我去看我的朋友. So on the first day of the new year, I go to visit my friend. So the question for today is, what have you done on the first day of 2021? And there you go. Doofy Sue says, 华人农历新年过得最浓厚的是在马来西亚的华人家庭. So the most Chinese Spring Festival or the most exciting Chinese Spring Festival I spent was in a Chinese family in Malaysia from Doofy. That was great. Abdul says 谢谢, and Singh says hello, happy new year, 新年快乐. So what have you done for the first day of the new year? So me, I tidied my room, 整理房间 and then go to cut my hair and try to have a new style, bought some new clothes. So what have you done? And for the Chinese, national holidays, 用中国的假期 holidays, we have the national holidays starting from January the 1st till January the 3rd. 从1月1号到1月3号是中国的公假. And right here, oh, Christian Castillo says, my first day of the year, I went hiking to a big waterfall in the mountain near my home. 第一天呢，我是骑自行车 去山间的一个大瀑布附近看了风景。After have lunch with my family, after sleep sleep like a Snorlax。那么他同时呢，有睡了午觉之后，还与家人吃了午餐。And right here, I've seen that he used some words. We can also talk about it in Chinese. When hiking, 远足。I went hiking to a big waterfall, 瀑布。Mountain, 大山，山。Near my home, 家。And 中文 says 新年好呀。来自我们的朋友苏云洲，新年好，Happy New Year，Happy New Year。And someone else also said 新年快乐。And OG Garma says I walked in the forest on the first day of the New Year。我们另外一个朋友 Garma 他说他新年的第一天是去到了森林里面 forest 森林 forest。And for us says 英年快乐是新年快乐。There you go. My colleague also replied to you. Abdul says 我只休息了。I just rest on the first day of the new year. Thank you for telling me. I'm so glad to know that. And Duffy says 之前日本也是过农历新年之后改成了西历新年 Gregorian calendar. And you know, in China there are two different kind of calendars you can use just for one is the Gregorian calendar, 就是西方的我们叫它阳历，叫阳历。And we're also talking about the Chinese Spring Festival, which is the Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year, 中国的农历新年。So it depends on the lunar calendar, 用中国的阴历纪年法，用中国的阴历。And lunar calendar also has said that the Chinese Spring Festival falls on the所以我们讲春节的除夕夜除夕夜 it falls on February the 11th 是在2月11号是除夕夜 or the Spring Festival Eve, which is the most important thing. As equivalent, we can call it just like the Christmas Eve, which is the most important thing for a lot of foreign friends. But right here in China, we talk about the most important day of the year would be on the Spring Festival Eve. The Spring Festival Eve 是除夕夜，也就是大年初一的前一天晚上。And usually on that day, we will have the family reunion, 家庭团圆 and then we have the reunion dinner. 我们可以吃团圆饭。Watch the Spring Festival Gala, which is one of the must. And then we will also go to buy a lot of delicious snacks, and we'll go to the shopping mall or different kind of fairs to prepare for the Spring Festival. And later on, I will also have a series of videos talking about that. We will go out and talk to people how do you prepare for your Spring Festival. 那么在接下来呢，我们会有一系列的视频，有讲到在为新年做准备期间，我们都买了什么，制备了什么年货。Those goods for the Spring Festival, the goods for the Spring Festival. So how have you spent your Chinese New Year? How did you spend your New Year? And especially the first day of the New Year. How did you spend your first day of the New Year? And Muhammad says, I study Chinese language on the January the 1st. 那么 Muhammad 说他在新年的第一天有开始一直在学中文在学中文。Well done. I will have you thumbs up right here. And that was very good. Tamvash says 新年快乐 Zimbo says 我去 Pota. What is Pota? Potala? And OG says 我也休息了 I've also rested. 我也休息了。And Fahad Garbobi says, I'm watching from Somaliland. Hi, how are you doing over there? And right here, Diffie says, 农历新年也就是我们的 Spring Festival, the Spring Festival. 他在 新年撞钟祈福. So still remember at the end of last year, I will also go to, not the year before, the last New Year, I've also been to Harbin, and we have torched the bell. 我们同时呢还举行了撞钟仪式。我们在哈尔滨跨年。That was super cold. And so, how did you spend the first day of 2021? Feel free to let me know in the comments. And oh, Doofy 说悠悠有何宗教信仰吗？我很好奇。So far, I don't have it, but probably I will read a lot more books. I'm getting to know a lot new things, and I'm curious to explore the world. So thank you for letting me know. And Farad says, hello, I'm watching from Somaliland. Hi, how are you? And Pravasi says, 晚岁。这是什么？ And Farad says, how are you? I'm good. Andy says, 昨天我给你发了照片和祝福，你收到了吗？谢谢你，我现在就去查收，And Happy New Year to you too. 新年快乐，新年快乐。Oh, Muhammad says, Yo-Yo, I want the lyrics of you sung New Year song. 哦，他需要我在新年的时候唱的一首歌的歌词。So which song is it? Which song is it? Is it the one that when we talked about Coco Lee? Because when we talk about her, we mentioned the latest film, which is Mulan. And then she has sung for the theme song of that film, which is 自己 or myself. And during the last live stream, I remember that I've sing the song for that one, but that is not a song for the New Year. 而那首歌呢，并不是新年的歌曲，它只是我们当时在谈到了 Coco 里的时候因为我们是在海南电影节有遇到过他，然后呢，在上一场直播的时候就有谈到他为新的电影《木兰》演唱的主题曲自己，所以当时我为大家简单的唱了一句歌词。然后妈妈她要的是木兰的这首歌的歌词吗？ So feel free to let me know which song is it, Muhammad. And 8 other people are watching. Thank you. And Doofy says 来首新年快乐歌。这是一个点歌节目吗？因为我们今天的背景实在是太炫酷了。So right now, let me search for Chinese Spring Festival or the New Year song. One of the songs that I think it is fit for the New Year would be when there's a sentence in the song that we call it 新年好 Happy New Year, Happy New Year. It is very fit for today's live stream. Probably I will introduce it to you right now. So for that song, the lyrics are so simple, like 新年好呀，新年好，祝福大家新年好。我们唱歌，我们跳舞，祝贺大家新年好。So just like that, it's very easy for you to remember it and for you to practice it. And right now, let's go and practice together. And for that song, when we sing it, it's like 新年好呀，新年好呀，祝福大家新年好。我们唱歌，我们跳舞，祝贺大家新年好。It was very simple, but later on probably we'll make a video for that for you. And previously for the New Year video, I've also interviewed a musical band. I've also interviewed a band, and we sang together for one of their favorite Chinese songs, and they come from Cuba. So that song is for I think it is the song that we recorded in Sanya. It's like 你问我爱你有多深 like that one. So that was a totally different video, but I will post the link of that video on today's live stream comments part. So feel free to click right after the live stream. And thank you so much. And Mama is watching the live show. 新年快乐 Happy New Year, Happy New Year. And feel free to let me know what is your New Year wish and what have you done on the first day of the New Year. 那么你在新年的第一天做了什么呢？ Feel free to let me know in the comments part. Oh, Muhammad says lyrics, please. Which song is it, Muhammad? Let me just reply to you right here. Which song? Feel free to let me know. I'll reply to you right here. 我在这边直接给你回复一下。Okay, there you go. OG Garma says 你唱歌很好，加油。You have sing well. Thank you so much. And oh, this song. Which song is it? I've seen two songs. One is for 自己 and the other one is for the New Year. The New Year. Which song is it? Right now, a lot more people are watching us. So, Happy New Year, 新年快乐. This is the first working day. And how have you been? Feel free to let me know in the comments. And Happy New Year, 新年快乐，新年快乐 Happy 快乐，新年 New Year, New Year. So just now we have talked about another New Year song, another New Year song. A lot of people are so interested in it. And let me double check about the lyrics. Feel free to let me know in the comments part which song are you most interested in. And the New Year song is 新年好，新年好 Happy New Year, Happy New Year. So we have talked about a lot of songs. One song is this one, like 新年好呀，新年好呀，祝福大家新年好 like this one. And there's another one which we have talked about previously in the audio. I've also posted a link in the comments part when we talked about is 你问我爱你有多深，我爱你有几分，我的情也真，我的爱也深，月亮代表我的心，月亮代表我的心，月亮代表我的心。So I think the song that you have been talking about is that one. I will post a link for you later on. So today is the first day of my working day, and I've cut my hair because, you know, as during the beginning of this live stream, I've talked about this tradition in the Chinese history. I'll be talking about it again. So, most people, if you have an uncle, you will not cut your hair on the first lunar month, So according to Chinese lunar calendar, so the first month of the Chinese lunar calendar falls on February the 12th. And usually February the 11th is the most important day, which is called the Spring Festival Eve, 新年除夕夜. So before that, it is okay for you to cut your hair, but if you have an uncle, usually we have this kind of tradition. And actually, this is a misrepresentation. 它是一个误传，是由于呢 during the first lunar month, most people would not cut their hair because there's a saying, 正月剃头方舅舅, which means if you cut your hair during the first lunar month, probably it means you're cursing your uncle. But if you don't have an uncle, it is okay for you. And but that is more like a misrepresentation, 这是一个误传, because in the past, when we talk about Chinese minorities, Man, when they first get the ruling throne, and they're actually making the people who are from the Han majority, they're the Han people, they make them to cut their hair. And as a rebellion action, the Han people actually would not cut their hair in the first lunar month, to remember their history, to remember their past, or pay respect. So that is why they call it 思旧, which means remember the past, 思念, remember, 思. So remember the past, 思旧 has a similar pronunciation with the word 死旧, which means your uncle will die. So as a misrepresentation following this history, most people would not cut their hair on the first lunar month, 所以呢，由于一个误传把思旧继承了死旧，所以呢，在正月时候大家仍然是不剪头发的。Or most people would not do it. It's just like a folktale. So that is the story. And what have you been doing for the first day of the new year or the past 3 days? Feel free to let me know in the comments part. And today is the first working day in China. So I've been still having this kind of new year vibe. And yes, this song, Muhammad, I will post reply to your comment later after live show. And 八旗说我想来中国. Oh, thank you. Bored at home. 他在家里面很无聊. So please take care. Please take care. I'm sure that everything will gradually go back to normal. And I hope you stay healthy and take care. Right now, Ali says 新年快乐大家. And Duffy says 农历新年习俗是祈福走春. 哇，你知道好多呀 Duffy. 祈福呢 pray for the good luck for the upcoming new year. And later on, we'll also tell you how to pray for a good fortune, which means 祝福您大吉大利，大吉大利 wish you a good fortune, a good fortune. 祝您一帆风顺 which means the ship sailing well, smoothly. Or you're also wishing 祝您一切顺利，一切顺利 everything goes on smoothly. And you can also say 恭喜发财，恭喜发财 hope you get rich, hope you get rich. And right here I've seen a lot of morning comments. Second song, Muhammad says, I'll send you a lot of links after the live stream. And right now, 新年快乐大家. Santiago says, oh, your voice is so cute. Thank you. Nicola is watching the live show, and Duffy says, 这首月亮代表我的心在电影是一个悲剧，是一个悲剧。Let me know more about that. And Akin says, I know both songs. Great. Okay, I'll reply to you right here from Ai Moon. From Ai Moon. Great. Okay. Probably in the future, I can teach you how to sing Chinese songs. How to sing Chinese songs. Anna Novaric says, 年前公司的家很好. Do you mean that 公司的运营情况很好? So before the new year, the company have done very good job, has done very good job, or has a very good revenue, has a very good revenue. 那年后呢? Feel free to let me know. And Johnny says, well, good night. It is 1:53 a.m. in Churchill, Canada. Cheers to your great beauty and so lovely. Thank you. 我们来自加拿大的朋友在凌晨1:53分仍然在看我们的节目哈。Hope you have a good rest. But thank you so much and Happy New Year. And Amon says 好好听，谢谢你。And right here we're also asking, like bored at home. 我们刚才有一位朋友说他在家里面太无聊了，想来中国哈。你来过中国吗 ？Feel free to let me know in the comments. And OJ Garma says 今天我要工作，因为也是早上在法国。哦，所以你现在在法国。我们来自法国的朋友说他今天需要工作。So this is the first day of your working day in the new year. What do you do for a job? Feel free to let me know in the comments part. And right now I'm seeing a lot more in comments. Christine Castillo says, too late, Yo-Yo. I'm not cutting my hair till March. I've already decided to save my uncle. That was great. That was great. So let me find for you. When does the first lunar month end? 那我们来看一下，大年正月是一直到3月几号哈？我们来看一下。So when will the first lunar month end? We simply say it was starting on February. It was starting on February the from February the 12th. From February the 12th. But when does it end? When does it end? Okay, so you can cut your hair after March the 13th because March the 13th is the first day of China's second lunar month. 那么3月13号就是农历的2月的第一天，农历的2月的第一天，所以你可以在3月13号剪发，或者是在2月的11号之前，或者是2月的11号之前。 You can save your uncle. 你救了你的舅舅。Right now, I'll reply to you right here in the comments part. Thank you so much for letting me know. 因为这是在法国早上，是的，现在是法国的早上，让我们来看一下。And right here, Christian Castillo, I'll reply to you right here for the first lunar month. The first lunar month starts. The first lunar month starts on February the 12th. And it lasts till March the 13th. There you go. Christine Castillo directly replied to your message over there in the comments part. And Muhammad says, okay. So 12 other people are watching right now. Duffy says, 从小年夜到正月15元宵，一直都是华人的新年节日。So Duffy, you know a lot about the holidays and festival right here. Yes, it is. So due to according to the Chinese lunar calendar, usually starting from the Spring Festival Eve, 从新年除夕夜开始，一直到正月15 the 15th day of the first lunar month is all festivals for the Chinese people. And we can celebrate, we have different kind of tradition. Later on in the videos, I will be showing a lot more interesting things that how we celebrate the new year and how we prepare for the Spring Festival. We will show you a lot more interesting videos, so stay tuned, stay tuned. And 这里是下午 and right now it is, let me double check, it is 4 p.m. in Beijing. What is your local time? What is your local time? And work from home, Anna says. 所以目前呢Anna 是还在家工作，应该是远程办公，远程办公 remotely working, 远程办公，远程办公。And Sai says, saludos, this is Mexico. Hola, amigo. Muhammad says, in Sri Lanka now lunchtime. 现在是斯里兰卡晚饭时间，晚饭时间 it is 你想说的是午饭还是晚饭 because lunch means 午餐 and dinner means 晚餐，晚餐。There you go. Yes. And LL Mon says, is this same and fixed for coming years too? It is not. It is not. So every year we have different kind of days to celebrate the new year, and lunar calendar usually there's a different kind of calendar, differently from the Gregorian calendar. 所以它是变化的，是变化的。So how we start to record the days in the calendar like this one? It was due to in the traditional days. We have a different kind of calculation way because we directly look at the sun and when does it rain or when is the most sunny days, and good for farming or good for harvesting. So this is more like a guidance for the farmers to do the farmland work. So that is why we are talking about that most people have a different kind of ways to calculate the days, which is the lunar calendar. So it changes every year. But mostly it falls in February. 通常情况下呢，新年会在2月份期间，所以它是每一年会变化的，是会变化的。And right now I'm seeing a lot more new comments. So what have you done on the first day of the new year? Feel free to let me know in the comments part. And for me, I have tidied my room, had a new haircut, and had a new hairstyle before the first lunar month. 那我们争取在正月之前剪头发，因为我有2个舅舅 to save my uncles as we talked about. And also when we talk about the 元旦, the first festival of the new year, because 元 means head or top or first, 它是手的意思，元是手的意思 or top 最高的 and then 旦 means 日 So 元旦 means 首日, which means the first day, the first day. 元旦 means the first day. So on this day, usually I'll wear some new clothes and tidy my room, get some preparation done, and later on I'll go to the fairs and I'll also do some preparation work for the Spring Festival. We have a series of videos, or like 7 videos or so, to show you how do I prepare for the New Year, how do most people prepare for the New Year in Beijing. And stay tuned for a lot more interesting and fun stuff. And later on for the Chinese Spring Festival, it falls on February the 12th, but the most important day is the Spring Festival's Eve. 那么在中国呢，最重要的一天就是除夕夜，大年除夕夜 or 大年三十儿，大年三十儿。Because usually on the lunar calendar, it is the 30th day. It is the 30th day on the lunar calendar of the 12th month for the last year on lunar calendar. So that most important day falls on February the 11th. 在2月11号，在今年的2月11号。And right now I see a lot more new comments. Doofy sent us a lot more interesting things, especially focusing on Spring Festival. Doofy 他有给我们发来一条很长的留言，是有讲到说中国的新年，一般春节俗称为新年或者是过年。So usually Spring Festival means New Year or spend the New Year. 春节呢是以农历正月初1到初5这段时间最能感受到浓厚的年节气息. So usually, starting from the first day of the first lunar month till the 5th day, you can feel a lot more Spring Festival vibe. And 农历12月之后1日除夕夜最后一日除夕夜是大家吃团圆饭。So the last day of the past year on the lunar calendar, usually you will have the family get together and family reunion. So on this day, we will eat the Spring Festival dinner. 我们会吃年夜饭 or 团圆饭。And he also said that you can eat菜头表示好彩头 which means good fortune. You can eat the cabbages and you can eat the fish. 鱼表示年年有余 which means you have good fortune and a lot more extra money during the new year. And 凤梨代表好运来 which means good fortune, good luck. 那么在年夜饭之后呢，长辈会发给小朋友们红包、压岁钱，讨吉利、求平安。So that is a lot more interesting story that we'll be talking about later on during the Spring Festival, and also we'll be explaining those in the video. 所以呢 during the Spring Festival, we as Chinese people, especially young people or the kids, in my childhood, there's something that I'm expecting, which is the red envelope, 红包. So for that, we call it 压岁钱. So usually the senior people will give you a red envelope with money inside, with cash inside, and then put it under your pillow, which means you're sleeping on it, and then you grow a year older. 压岁钱. And usually 守岁在民间呢有祈福和希望祈求父母长寿. So we will sleep over, we'll stay up late at night on the Spring Festival Eve. And that means you want to pray for the good health for your family members and for your parents. And then at midnight, usually we'll light up the fireworks. 通常呢，我们会点燃鞭炮，燃放鞭炮，庆祝新年。之后呢，春节的习俗还包括大年初一拜年。So on the first day of the Chinese Spring Festival or the New Year, Lunar New Year, we'll also go to your relatives' houses and then pray and to say the New Year blessings. 那么初二呢，已出嫁的女儿回娘家。So on the second day is for those who has daughters. When they get married, they'll go back to their own mothers and fathers' houses to have family reunion. And 初四接财神. So on the 4th day. 我以为是初五迎财神哦。 So Dufi, are you sure it is for the fourth day? Either way. So maybe on the fourth day or the fifth day, you'll pray or you try to welcome the god of money, god of fortune, 财神. We have that kind of tradition. And so for all of this tradition, we'll be talking about it in the upcoming videos, So stay tuned. And right here, Duffy also sent us another comment that says 马来西亚的华人相当重视农历新年, which says the Chinese people who are living in Malaysia, especially pay attention to this old tradition, and they will practice the New Year celebration as well. And usually a month before the Spring Festival, they will be celebrating in the streets. They will usually eat those kind of dried meat and pancake. So for some people who are Chinese Malaysian, they will also eat veggie food on the first day, and on the second day they will go to their family relatives houses. 那么在马来西亚的华人呢，有很多人在大年初一的时候，如果有宗教信仰的人呢，他会吃素。大年初二的时候会去亲戚家拜年。And then on the third day and the fourth day, they will also watch some operas. 会看一些戏曲表演，非常的热闹。That was great. Thank you for telling me. That was great. At the same time, so Duffy also said that 新加坡的华人过年习俗众多。So for those Singaporean Chinese, 那么在新加坡的华人呢，通常除了吃年夜饭以外 ，so before eating the family reunion dinner on the Spring Festival Eve, they will also have the new tradition as 捞鱼生。他们会将不同颜色的蔬菜切丝，配上鱼片跟酱。餐桌上的人一起来捞起鱼生，捞起的吉祥话，寓意着新年越来越旺啊。So on this day for the Singaporean Chinese people, they will eat the New Year dinner. At the same time, they will cut different kind of veggies, especially in different color. They will slide them into pieces or slices, and then put them together with the slices of the fish. And when you pick it up with their chopsticks, so it has a good connotation. Means you're picking up the good fortune. Wow, thank you for telling me that. That was great. So Christine Castillo says, Yo is going to give us money in the New Year live stream. 谢谢你. You're thinking too much. So usually for this Chinese tradition, it was the senior people giving to the kids before they enter into the job field. So probably like the kids in primary school. 所以呢，在中国的传统当中，收红包的一般都是还没有工作的晚辈哈，或者小朋友。Christine, you're too old for that. But I will send you some pictures. And thank you so much. And Koi says 除夕 which falls on February the 11th. 是在今年的2月11号。So we have talked about a lot of things. Give a revision work. So today we have touched upon, firstly about the word 元旦, which means 首日. 元 means 首 and 日. 元旦 means 日, which means the first day of the new year. And then we have talked about that what I have experienced during the national holidays. The first holiday, 元旦假期, I cut my hair, had a new style. Before the first lunar month, that is, respect my uncle. We had a short story about the Chinese tradition. Why people usually some people don't cut their hair on the first lunar month. It starts on February the 12th till March the 13th, till March the 12th. So during those period of time, most people will be celebrating Spring Festival. And then we have talked about that there are different kind of traditions. What do you do on the first day of the new year? And we have also talked with a lot of friends online to see how people are celebrating the first day of the new year in different countries. We have interacted with all of our audiences around the world to see how you celebrate your new year. And also you can leave a comment to me as well. You can search for YOYOW on Facebook. We can also interact with each other after the live stream. And a lot of people have told me that some of them are even trying harder to learn to study Chinese during the first day of the new year. Thank you, and I'm so proud of you. And someone else have also sent us some comments to talk about different kind of tradition for the Malaysian Chinese and Singaporean Chinese, and for other kind of people who are celebrating and how they celebrate the Chinese Spring Festival around the world. We have also interacted with people. How do you feel about this kind of story or folktales? And then we will be showing you a lot more interesting videos in the upcoming days. We will be going out to the fairs, going to the super malls to get some preparation done before the Spring Festival, to see how I prepare for the Spring Festival. So there will be a lot more interesting videos going on, and feel free to let me know. And you can also follow us, search for CRI Learn Chinese on Facebook. And you can also interact with me on Facebook, search for YOYOW, or you can directly click the blue or both name in the caption part. This is Yo-Yo Wu from CRI Learn Chinese. I will see you next time, and thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.